Hi, I'm Lynette and welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you swatches and a tutorial using the Berries palette from Juvia's Place. But first I wanted to wish you a happy new year. I know I'm late, but this is the first video that I'm actually filming in the year 2020. I know other videos have gone up, but they were pre-recorded, as I pre-record all of my videos because that's what I need to do in order to get them out every Saturday to you. So and the background has changed, as you'll notice. I hope it's not too weird that this corner here, you got this corner here, but I did rearrange my little YouTube studio, and this background is going to change again because I'm going to buy some storage. I need more storage, not just for my makeup, which I need because eyeshadow palettes have overrun my desktop here, and I have a pretty big desktop, and it's like between eyeshadow brushes and palettes, but mostly palettes, like I can't even really move. So unfortunately I have to get I have to buy more storage to store these bad boys. But in addition to that, I have other things that I need to store. So I don't have a beauty room. This is not my own beauty room. This is not even a real, like, you know, studio. But this is the space that I have, and I've got to use it to not just fit my life on YouTube, but to fit my life in real life. So it's not going to be pretty. It's just going to be functional, the background behind me. So I just want to warn you of that, and I appreciate your patience, and I hope it's not too off-putting when you watch the videos. So the background will be changing, the lighting too. I'm gonna have to play around with it and try to make it work in the way that I'm situated now. So just bear with me is what I'm saying. Bear with me. I hope to have it worked out sometime this year. Now to what you came here for. Now Juvia's Place dropped 4 new 6-pan mini palettes on us: the chocolates, the nudes, the violets, and the berries. I picked up the violets and the berries because, you know, they spoke to me the loudest. So I did do swatches and a tutorial using the violets palette. If you missed it, then no worries, I will link it right there above. This is what she looks like, the violets palette. Beautiful. And so today I'm doing the same with the berries palette, and she is equally beautiful. She's not going to be outshined by her little sister. And just like all the palettes, there are 6 eyeshadows, 2 metallic shadows in this palette, and 4 matte shades. In the violets, it's reversed. There's 2 matte shades and there's 4 metallic. So I guess there's a different ratio for the other palettes. This ratio, 2 metallics and 4 mattes, is definitely one I can get down with. I have no problem with that. And I really like the tones and the colors that they chose. You have some really pink shades, cranberries, but you have one here, this matte shade right here, that's a little more plum. It has a lot more purple in it. And then you have this metallic shade here that has a lot more red in it. And I used every shadow in the palette today except for that red metallic shade. I feel like I know that I have that shade already in my collection. I'm happy to report that the quality of these eyeshadows in the Juvia's Place palette are all very good. After using it for the first time today, you know, it's the same consistent Juvia's Place eyeshadow formula, eyeshadow quality. The mattes are really pigmented and blend out nicely, and the metallics are very impactful. At a time when I'm attempting to spend less makeup. I'm attempting to spend less money, particularly on eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. I really don't feel bad at all about picking this one up. I'm very, very happy to have added it to my collection. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look today using the Berries palette from Juvia's Place, then keep on watching. Starting off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging one. And this is my favorite eyeshadow primer, so I need to stop messing around with all those others and just stick with this one. And now I'm going to take this pink shade and my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going to place that into the crease. And I thought this shade was going to be a lot bolder and brighter. So I tried to go in kind of lightly with it, and thankfully it wasn't. It was a really nice pink. I blended it out a lot. But it was it was a softer pink than I thought. So I did go back in, and as you can see, it builds up quickly and beautifully. I tapped it this time around because, I wanted to keep more of the pigment this time. And then I started in with my back and forth and small circular motions to continue blending it out into the crease. And this is a nice transition shade. It's a nice crease shade. Not too bold and in your face, but nice and pink. I like pink eyeshadow. I don't know why, but I do. Now I'm going back into the palette, and I'm going to take this matte dark brick kind of reddish shade. It's still a berry, but has just like maybe a little bit more red in it. And this is a Sigma E39 brush, like a bullet, like a fat round blending brush. And I'm going to first tap that into the outer V area to build up the color. And then I'm going to go in with my circular motions to blend it out in that area and then pull it into the crease. And I went back into the palette several times to build up this shade and then blend it out again with small circular motions and then back and forth motions in the crease. Going back into the palette, and now I'm going to take that deep dark plum matte shade and the same brush, and I'm going to place that into the outer V area, the same place where I placed that last eyeshadow. And initially I was just going to put it right there onto the lid and not really bring it into the crease, up into the crease. But I just changed my mind and decided to do that too. And now I'm taking the Sigma E60, and I'm taking that beautiful pink metallic shade, and I'm going to place that all over my lid. And I'm using this eyeshadow dry, and look how beautiful it is. It's so pretty and pink. And I love this big shader brush. It has sort of like a point. It has a point like at the top, so I can get real precise and get into that crease and put this eyeshadow every place I want it to go. And I went back into the palette several times and just built up this shimmer because I wanted it to be very shimmery, especially since I didn't wet the shadow. And now I'm going back in with the plum shade and that rounded blender brush and going back into that outer V area. And now I'm going back in with that reddish plum cherry cranberry matte shade, and this time with a fluffier blending brush. And here I decided to put it over that plum because I didn't want this look to go purple. I wanted to keep it cranberry pink. And I'm placing it just on top of the plum and into the crease, and then back in with that pink metallic shade to make sure I didn't lose any of that intensity with all of that blending. And now I'm using the Sonia G Blender Pro with that original, that first pink shade I went into the crease with, and I'm just blending out all of those shadows in the crease because I want everything to be seamless. Now I'm going in with NYX Blame It On Midnight, but of course. And this is a Delium Tools, I think it's a 772 brush. And I'm using that as my underbrow highlight and to just blend out the edges of that pink. And I didn't have any fallout from any of these shadows, not even the metallic shade. And I used it dry. So, yeah. Now I'm going in with my Colourpop Cream Gel Liner. This is in the shade Boots, and it's a beautiful matte pink shade. I love this one, and I love the red Colourpop liner that I have. These two shades are my favorite, and I thought, of course, that this would be perfect for this look. And I'm just putting that into my waterline. And now I'm taking another Sigma short shader brush, smudger brush, and I'm going back in with that dark plum shade, and I'm going to put that like halfway across my lower lash line. And now I'm going back in with the bright fuchsia shade, the one shade that I hadn't used yet, and I'm going to put that on the inner half of my lower lash line. And this shade is so gorgeous. It is so pigmented, so opaque, and as you see, it blends out beautifully. All of the shadows blended out beautifully. This was an easy palette to work with, and the finished look I thought was really pretty. And that's a Makeup Geek pencil brush. And I'm going to take that same brush and that same metallic pink shade that I put all over my lid, and I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. And again, it's still dry. I did not wet it. And you can see it's beautiful metallic shimmery goodness. And for the completed look, I used my Kiss faux mink lashes in the style Little Black Dress, my Rimmel Scandal Eyes Precision eyeliner for the wing. That is the look. I really, really like it. I really, really do. I'm really excited to use this palette again. And yeah, let me know, have you picked up any of these palettes? Are you planning to pick up any of them in the new year? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video or got any value from it, then please give it a like and consider subscribing, because I do reviews, tutorials, hauls, and swatches here on my channel every Saturday. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.